Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And as you can see from the title, I am remodeling my home office on a budget. So stay tuned to see what I spent. So as you can see, my office starts out really dark and dim. Painted it a chocolate brown color several years ago. I think that was the second color I used. I actually think I painted it green, a greenish color when I first moved into the house almost 9 years ago. So as you can see, my walls are very dark and dim, and as I've heard in our office, that is not good because I am tired when I go in there in the morning and I'm trying to wake myself up. Well, this is not the case in here. So what we did, I kept furniture, like the chairs I kept. I'm going to replace them later on down the line. But I got rid of the desk, both of those desks. Uh, a little printer stand, I got rid of the printer stand. I got rid of a lamp. I got to put a new lamp in there. And I put two lamps on my cabinet. So what I did was I kind of took all of the stuff off the wall and kind of patched the holes. Because I usually never do that. And when you paint holes, you see holes. So I kind of painted patched up all of the holes. As you can see, it's lit enough for you to kind of see. I got the floors redone, but I got those done a long time ago. It used to be carpet in there, and I didn't like the carpet. So patched up all of the holes in the wall, and from there I went ahead and I start painting. I don't tape usually. I try to be very careful when I'm going around the ceilings and around the baseboard. So I usually kind of start in the middle, and here I am painting so that I can kind of get the spots. And you see as I go over the painting. Now the color I chose, this color is called Oylmipic Gray, which I was looking for a light gray to brighten up the room. And what I didn't pay attention to was the undertone. So when I put that little tiny sample on the wall, I didn't see the light bluish undertone, which that's my fault. But it still turned out pretty good. I cannot be mad with the color. The room is so much lighter now. It looks way more airy. So this is just me just kind of going through where I'm at in the process. And you see how I leave like the little part of the top so that when I go back, I use this edge brush. It says, I think it's for trim and baseboards. And it's a little brush, and I just kind of go around so that I don't hit the ceiling. Taping takes so long. I just do not like to tape. I've never liked to tape. And then I hired a painter to paint my foyer one time. They didn't use tape, so I was like, hell, I might can do it the same way. So this is what I did. I don't use tape anymore. So here I'm just showing you around the baseboards. I kind of took all of the furniture out and to make it definitely easier, because a lot of that furniture I was getting rid of. I wasn't keeping it anyway. So, and this is just the wall, and I'm not finished yet. This is considered to me a weekend project, and for it to be a weekend project, I started on Saturday morning, but I did not finish until Monday, which I'm okay with that. I mean, it still was a couple of days. I think if I would have started Friday, which I was off from work Friday, so I definitely should have started Friday. But I try to find some quick remodels or DIYs that I can do on a weekend, which makes it easier for me because during the week I work a 9 to 5. Even though I work from home, I don't have time to be doing this, and I definitely needed to finish this because this is where I work at in my office. I sit behind the desk, so I needed to get it done as soon as possible. So now this is what I was doing. So now this next video section is just showing the supplies that my husband used to build the shelf. So this is all of the supplies. He used 2x4s, I think he said 4x4s, and he kind of broke it down. And this here is the shelf with the mount connected, just showing, he was showing me how it was gonna look before he painted it. But it was pretty cool how he turned it into a box so that it would be like floating shelves. I mean, he's very crafty, and mind you, he didn't take wood shop as when we were younger. So, but he just kind of put it together. He just gave me an idea what it was gonna look like, and then those shelves we actually painted gray, like a darker gray. I wanted that darker gray. Those are also the mounts. It was 3 mounts because I have 3 shelves. So painted them a dark gray, and here you can see that's the darker gray. He did 3 of them. I think they're 6 feet long, which is pretty good because at first I think I wanted it from wall to wall, which probably would have been way too long and a lot of work. So of course I don't want to work my husband too hard. I'm just playing. I do want to work him as hard as I can. So, but he did a fantastic job. So next, I actually had to go in the office and help him like level all of this out to put on my back wall of my office, just so I can see where I wanted it at. So the next set of pictures that are coming up is us actually mounting it on the wall, leveling it out. You don't want your shelves to be sideways or cockeyed. And I think it's so cool how he put these mounts with these legs connected so that when we put the shelf on, it just kind of, it sat in it perfectly, and it was really snug. So, and that's the first one that we kind of slid in there, which is amazing. Now, the nails and all of that stuff, I'm not sure what sizes, but I can put that in the description box below so that you guys can see what type of nails he used, because I absolutely don't know for sure. So that's the second shelf that we put up, and it's just phenomenal. Like, I did not think that it was going to look as good as it did on that wall, especially with the color being, my wall being a undertone-ish, like light bluish. It still kind of sat on the wall perfectly. And then you can see that's all 3 of them. Make sure they're level. Make sure we put them on the studs, because of course I'm going to be putting books and other stuff on that shelf, so I don't want it to be just on the, not on a stud, because I think the wall would not be able to hold that wood being as heavy as it was, because those 2x4s and 4x4s are not light at all. So it looks phenomenal. I am so impressed with how it turned out and how bright the room looked. And then he also made me 2 desks. This is the legs. There's 4 legs, so 2 desks, and that's the both of the desks. Just had them sitting waiting. He kind of stained them, and then he went back over to wipe them down so that they wouldn't be sticky, because you know how stain is. And then made a printer table. So this was my bonus. He made a printer table, which was pretty cool. So I was impressed. So it is finished, and this is the finished result. So this was the office. Like I said, I kept the chairs, of course, and then I had a couple of decors that I did add to the room. I bought a additional file cabinet. I had one, so I bought another one. I had the lamp, so I didn't spend no extra money on none of that stuff, which was good because I didn't want to have to spend as much. So the total budget was $300, and I did come in at $260. The wood, I want to say, was the most expensive out of everything that we paid for. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked it, please leave a comment below. Subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up or notification bell so that you can see or be notified of my next videos. See you when I see you.